Good evening, fellas. I'm Joe Max here, and we are allowed to tackle this pressing issue. Is watermelon a fruit or a vegetable?
Now, before we delve into this, let's circle on the street. That I'm street don't always will be. Let's acknowledge that this is a serious history from the shepherds of political stupidity, which will be embracing the beauty of genuine intellectual diversity. Their ideas are neither their merit nor their provenance. No matter how absurd we think, we shall grace embrace and independent diverse perspectives, although the word diverse itself has taken a new meaning in Korea's climate. The reach of white is no longer about embracing different viewpoints, but rather about what you see called checkboxes on a book of spreadsheet. Where the color of one's skin, the shape of one's hair and teeth, or the bronze one uses are deemed bordered. By inclusivity means exclusivity, excluding anyone who bears to disagree. But tolerance means tolerating one of the views that align with the prevailing narrative. And where empathy means only empathizing with those who share your identity. But the loudest voices are often the most vacuous and the most absurd opinions are amplified solely because they tend to...
Thank you. First off, let me just say I know more about watermelons than anyone else. The best knowledge. Now, watermelon, as we all know, it's a fruit. It's what seeds. Fruits are seeds. Everybody knows that. Every American knows that.
Hold on there, Trumpy. Back in my day, we had a saying, if it grows on vine, it's fine. Watermelons grow on vine, so they must be a fruit. But let's not forget some folks like to call it a vegetable. It's a vine crop, like cucumbers and squash. So is it fruit or a vegetable? Well, it might be a little bit of both. Kind of like how you're a wannabe president and an orange face meme at the same time.
I once tweeted about this. Watermelons are technically a berry, believe it or not, part of the cucurbitaceae family, so they classify as fruits. But in culinary terms, they can be treated as vegetables. It's like how it's whether suchin or but also culture of better drop. Believe it or not.
See, this guy gives it. But people, it's all about marketing. Watermelons as fruits, they sell better. They sound sweeter and more desirable. Nobody wants to buy vegetable water.
Trumpy, you've got a point. But think about the farmers. They are the ones who know the ins and outs of watermelon biology. They classify watermelons as vegetables sometimes because of how they are grown. Crop rotation, pest control, all that jazz. It's like calling a dog a cat because it barks in a higher pitch. So farmers must be the ones we should be asking to if it's a fruit or a veggie.
It's a donut with dumb folks.
Well,
Let's hear him more. Maybe he has a unique perspective on this. Like I said, no idea should be surfaced.
okay, go ahead, Donnie. What was it?
It's obvious. It's a donor. You blind aids. Can't you see that they're both round in shape and sugar delicious and taste? That's why it's a donut. My God, bro.
Gentlemen, we gave him a chance, and he's turned disappointment into an Olympic sport. Let's not get sidetracked by this.
Here all missing the point. You see, the answer lies not in the binary that fights of fruit or vegetable. Classification is not always black and white, Take the tomato. A fruit botanically, but a vegetable calorie. It's all semantics. You're so fixated on labeling things that you often forget about the complexity of the world around us. It's like asking if I'm a dislike sauna or a SpaceX sauna. I'm being God or a real life I'm a billionaire or an emerging trillionaire. The truth is I'm both. Much like a watermelon, which is both a fruit and a vegetable, it transcends labels. Much like my eye twist transcends the understanding of the human, or jobless food just like you wins life is torches.
Jeez, that was heavy. An interesting take, however. Not gonna lie, this watermelon debate has me thinking. Back in the day when I was a kid, we used to sit in the gallery spitting watermelon seeds on passing people's faces while watching the world go by. We didn't care if it was a fruit or a vegetable. Instead, we were busy counting cars that drove past and were debating if that crowd looked more like a three-legged dinosaur or a dead rat or a giant chicken wearing a condom on its beak. Those are the days, fellas, when we had no cell phones, no internet, no social media outrage. We didn't have to worry about being called a racist for just saying watermelon to someone. And our parents didn't have to worry about us getting kidnapped by clowns or something. And when it rained heavily, oh boy, we couldn't resist the delightful smell of the mud. We'd lick the ground for hours. We'd roll in mud puddles like pigs at a spa, then drag it all over the house. Back then, the highlight of a week was who bought the most house fries in a jar. All of that before even the trailer for GTA 6 was launched. Those are the days, boys, before the shape-shifting legless lizards took over us.
You know what? You're an absolute maniac. Okay, let's keep it simple and straight. Watermelons are fruits, peering. They're refreshing, they're an inside, just like a wood teeth, and there's some slap in the meal. America loves her. All right then. If that is the case, let me just get away by saying bananas or Cobia local combos.
Small interface in the offer to surprise. The perspectives like an inborn and monochrome board. But allow me to eject a dose of scientific insight under this level for discourse. Botanically speaking, like us here, watermelon belongs to the cucurbitaceae family, reaching towards bombastic pumpkins and squash. These are all considered fruits seedless. But wait, there's more. The culinary world often classifies watermelon as a vegetable due to its savory applications. Then the famous watermelon filler salad. So you see, it's a fruit and a vegetable. It's like the shortest cat of the produce diary.
Oh, hold on a second, money may pay attention at it. We are forgetting the farmers. The point is, let's not get too caught up in the sands. Sometimes the answer lies in the hearts and minds of those who walk the land.
Okay, Grandpa. Watermelon is like a fruit, not a vegetable. It's a fucking melon.
Nani, you let her do the more gone wrong. Moreover,
Don't blame Twitter. It's actually its dog.
All right, fellas. Let's wrap this up. Whatever your stance on the watermelon debate, one thing's for sure. It's a washed down symbol of reality. Much like the juicy there subscribe button below. It brings people together, regardless of their political affiliations or beliefs. Red states, blue states, we all don't believe might be too much of it. It's a refreshing treat on a hot summer day enjoyed by all. And unity is important, especially in times like these. I once knew a guy who could eat an entire watermelon in one sitting. Unbelievable, right? But it just goes to show that watermelons bring people together. We are a symbol of community and sharing.
How the heck does one guy hauling in and that watermelon represent sharing a uringy? Sleepy Joe yet takes one day inhaling a war watermelon it's sharing. This is the ultimate marriage of nonsense and hypocrisy. The mass obsessed to manipulate the warrior is been with me on this all. I bet he does. We both have very word prints. Not written in India first, but woman.
But Ronnie, your logic here was Caesar's jam news. But perhaps the answer to this debate lies not in the fruit or vegetable like knowing, but in the unity it fosters.